Hey everybody, thank you so much for tuning into Carol's Daily Sauce. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to click on the bell to be reminded of all the videos that I upload. And I am a constant, faithful uploader. So if you guys see this picture, you'll notice that this is a picture of OJ Simpson. Arnelle Jones Simpson and Khloe Kardashian. This is a picture of what Khloe Kardashian looked on the talk show The Real on last week. Is it me, y'all, or do you see an uncanny resemblance to OJ Simpson in this young lady? Now, I know this has been discussed before, but Khloe Kardashian looks like him. She looks just like OJ. So I went on the internet and I found an article. The article was dated back in 2016 when OJ was in fact still in prison. In the article, I read that one of the prison guards said that Khloe used to come to the prison often, that she would come to the prison often to visit OJ weekly. And oftentimes when she came to visit him, the guards could hear her and OJ, specifically her probably crying and OJ screaming in screaming matches together. So these screaming matches involved both Khloe and OJ. Y'all, forgive me, this voice is still crazy. So why were they having screaming matches? Well, there was a time when the Kardashians came on where there was this big stink. Everybody wanted to know, was Khloe Kardashian Rob Kardashian's son? And I'm speaking of Rob Kardashian Sr. People were saying she doesn't look like them, she's heavier than them, she's taller than them. And what was really interesting to me, and what is really interesting to me, is when they play back the videos of the family. You see Kris Jenner, you see Robert Kardashian, you see them in the early 70s together with their children. And when they're and even in the 80s, I guess I should say in the early 80s, with their children. And we have some pictures all over the internet where the children are like 5 and 6 years old. Kim always looks like herself. Kourtney always looks like herself. Khloe looks like herself. The only difference between Khloe and her other sisters is Khloe has that mousy, sandy brown hair that a lot of children have that are mixed with black and white or black and something else. Khloe had more of a browner tone to her skin, and she still does now. Now, I know that Robert Kardashian is some sort of, I believe it's, it's on the tip of my tongue. I know it's some sort of, y'all, this dog just don't want to stop. She just want to bark. I don't know what's going on with her. I believe it's some sort of Indian, or I have to find out what it is. I'm going to have to come back and probably insert it into this video. But I've included a picture of Khloe Kardashian as this little girl with this curly, kinky hair, okay? Now, if you don't know, Kris Jenner was OJ Simpson's deceased wife Nicole's best friend. They were good friends. Kris does not speak to OJ because even though her ex-husband, Robert Kardashian, worked with OJ on the case, Kris doesn't speak to OJ because Kris feels that OJ murdered her best friend. I said all that to say this. So Kris couldn't get him to take the test because they're on non-speaking terms and have been for many, many years. I'm just curious. Now, I do know that all children are not going to look the same. They are not going to look the same, even with the same mother and father, because you have children who can go way, way back down, in history, the history of your kinfolks. And it looks from people that haven't even been around in many, many, many years. I know it's like that in our family. Even though Khloe is a beautiful lady, she does seriously stand out and literally stands out as a sore thumb with the Kardashian family. Now, when I say that, I don't mean sore thumb in the sense of saying she's unattractive. She's a beautiful lady. All of the Kardashians have their own, Kardashians and Jenners have their own individual beauty. And this is my opinion. I think they're a beautiful family. So what I'm going to do is I'm also going to include some pictures of OJ's daughters because I know there was one daughter that Khloe favors. Now, they are a little darker than her because OJ's daughters, I believe, he had with a black woman. Kris Jenner is not black, though. Okay? But you guys be the judge and tell me what you think. One reason I believe people should know who their biological father is. So this is just not a gossip thing that I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to make a point. And one of the reasons I believe that people should know who their biological fathers or mothers are, who their biological parents are, is because of background history and illness. Many times people can have ailments that come across their bodies as they get older. And certain people in the family don't even experience it. God forbid if someone needed a kidney transplant and they didn't know who their biological father was and say he was actually living, but their siblings don't have a match, even though they have the same mother. Or just any type of illness, you know what I mean? It's very important that people know who their father and mother is. To make a long story short, OJ told the guard, he said, this is a family issue. He said, this is with me being Khloe's father and me taking a DNA test, it's a family matter. And it doesn't involve the public. So what ended up happening is OJ has refused to take the test. Khloe, for a while, when I was watching the show, wanted to know who her father was. She wanted to know whether or not she was actually a Kardashian because she too even noticed that she looked different. Beautiful, but she does look different, okay? She has since said that she is not concerned with taking the test and now claims that it's not important because her dad was Robert Kardashian Sr. and her other dad at the time of this writing was Bruce Jenner, who now is actually known as Caitlyn Jenner. Tell me your thoughts in the comment section on this. I just seen it and seen her on the reel and seen that picture, and I was like, wait a minute. I know people have already discussed this before, but this is just too much. I mean, tell me what you guys think. Thank you so much for tuning into Carol's Daily Sauce. I'll talk to y'all real soon. Bye-bye.